Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Breakfast with Ben. Today, we are obviously here on location at Fresh Cup Cafe, one of my favorite spots. You can come here any day of the week. They are open for breakfast and lunch, so definitely check them out and tell Jamie, the owner, that we said hi and that we sent you. Today, I am here with my good friend, Chris Medeiros. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Ben?
Good, the tattooed investor.
Yes.
Tell people a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Yeah. So again, my name's Chris Medeiros. I work as a financial advisor in downtown Providence with Park Row Wealth Advisors. So we work as a team practice under Ameriprise Financial.
Awesome. How long have you been in the financial advisor game?
So it's been about started my third year doing
Okay.
doing financial advising and helping people keep track of their money and make better financial decisions.
Now, you are somebody who your clients absolutely love. And I know this for a fact because you've become good friends with my business partner, Patrick. And the amount of people that we have met and talked to through you that have worked with you that absolutely adore you and love you, and they know that you have their best interest at heart, which I think is what you're looking for in a financial advisor, right? You want somebody who actually has not just a fiduciary responsibility to you, but that actually cares. And that's Chris, like in leaps and bounds, from anecdotal evidence from dozens of people that we've met over the last 2 years. So what is it that makes you care so much about your clients and who you're working with?
Yeah, you're making me blush first off.
Well, it goes with the pink shirt.
Exactly. No, I feel like, money and finances is, obviously it's such a sensitive subject and I really try to get the financial education and literacy out to people because it's really difficult to, figure out what needs to be done and if you're making the right financial decisions. And the way I look at it is I'm handling people's life savings, whether it's 10,000 or 10 million. They've worked their lives to build that, and I'm honored and grateful to be a part of what they're building. So
Now, that's a great point. Is there a limit to what people need to invest? Like a lot of people, a lot of young families, a lot of people around our age. Some of them are in great financial situations. Some of them are not. A lot of people haven't even started planning for retirement or are just sort of coming into their own in their late 30s, stuff like that. What is the threshold? When should people start saving, start investing, start worrying about their financial future? And I know that the answer is probably 10 years ago.
yeah, I would
Yesterday.
I'd say sooner the better. I've obviously sit down with people in their early 20s that really want to start doing the right thing. I'm sitting down with people that have already retired and they don't know where to go. Running a team practice and having the staff to really be able to cater to everybody so we don't turn anybody away. Obviously some of our high net worth clients require a little bit more work and time, but I'll sit down with anybody that just needs to really figure out what to do and want to be more intentional with what they're doing.
It's kind of like that saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today.
Yeah.
So who, we have a lot of people that watch this channel of, young parents whose kids may be in school and some aging folks who are, going through the retirement phase. Maybe they have grandkids, stuff like that. If somebody hasn't saved for retirement or is nearing retirement age and they're worried about not having enough, is that a good person to give you a call?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we do anything, I really tend to specialize with the small business owner space.
Yep.
The retiree space, making sure that they're taking advantage of, tax planning, making sure that they're paying the least amount of money in taxes as possible. Because again, at the end of the day, it's not what you make, it's what you keep, right? So
Yep.
that's a very important part of the planning aspect. But I'll do anything from doing cash flow, figuring out budgets for people to make sure that they're being more intentional with their money, all the way to we're doing very complex 401k plans for companies. We're kind of all across the board. So
You do work with a lot of small businesses, and as a small business owner myself, that's something that I don't remember the last time that I had a a W-2.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where when you are an entrepreneur and you don't have, and so many people now, like, I feel like there's more small business owners in 2024 than there ever has been in the history, and not just because there's more people, but because the gig economy and fractional work, as far as people being independent contractors, which means that they're de facto their own boss. Even if it doesn't feel like that, right? You're still responsible for your own taxes. You're responsible for your own retirement, stuff like that. That can be incredibly overwhelming and confusing. Trust me. So, there's a lot of people, like a lot of kids. I feel like there's a lot of kids growing up now that maybe will only ever have like one or two traditional employment jobs because they're going to figure out how to turn their side hustle into a job, or they can create a website, they can create an app, they can they understand e-commerce, they realize that with a lawnmower they can start a landscaping business and not have to work for somebody and deal with that. Like, there's a lot of people, a lot of young kids, a lot of young adults that are doing that more and more and more, and they don't have that financial safety net of an employer to take care of those things for them. How important is it for a small business owner to call somebody like you?
It's super important. I mean, I feel like a lot of small business or solo entrepreneurs that I sit down with, they're looking for a lot of tax savings. They're looking for different things that they can deduct. And the reality of it is, if you're a 1099, or if you have a business with an EIN number, you can open up your own retirement plan. I mean, you don't need to work for somebody and contribute to a 401k. There are ways and tools that you can use to put money aside pre-tax and build that for retirement. And sometimes it's a lot. There's better, having your own business. You can put aside a lot more money than working for a W-2 job. So these are things and different pieces of information that I do try to get out to the public to help them kind of, again, be more intentional about what they're doing.
Speaking of, the reason why it's so important to do that, and why, like I said, the best time to plant trees 20 years ago, second best time is today. I literally just, like I said, I've been a solo entrepreneur and then had a business partner for several years. I just opened up my first IRA a few months ago.
Congratulations.
Hey, thanks. And
why didn't you call me?
It was a thing. Anyway. Fair point. I don't really have a choice in the matter, but anyway. So when I looked at the compounding interest of what I was putting in, which was minimal, it's still over the course of 40 years with compounding interest, starting today when I'm 36 years old, was a significant amount of money and a significant amount more than I put in with basic returns. If you're able to, that's why it's so important. If you're able to, and if you're a young solo entrepreneur, 1099 contractor, to start something like that, because the low amount of money that you're able to put in when you're 20 can mean more, 100%. Right? Am I correct on that? Because I'm financially illiterate, basically. So that's why I talk to you, because you're the expert.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, even when you're starting, I mean, you don't really have to get super fancy with your investments. It's just picking, figuring out what your risk tolerance is and what your liquidity, meaning, what money do you need to have on hand. So these are all things that I take into consideration when doing the planning process. But, picking an investment vehicle that fits your risk profile and just even putting a little bit aside can have a huge effect on what it looks like when you're ready to retire.
Yeah, absolutely. What's something that people don't know about their financial future, whether it be what they're doing right now, as far as cash flow and stuff for small business owners, taxes, retirement savings, investing? What's something that people don't know that they should know?
Budgeting. I feel like that is the biggest issue that I run into with a lot of young entrepreneurs is, where is your money going? Where is your business dollars going? What are you spending over it? How are you putting money aside? How are you paying yourself? And just really, I know I keep saying the word intentional, but you really have to be intentional about everything that you do in order to be financially successful.
That's why he's the best. So I want to say thank you to you, Chris, because
thanks for having me, man.
Well, not just this, but you also are now one of our sponsors and an advertiser for 321 Westerly and 321 Charahoe's sports broadcast for the next year. I know that you live up north, you work in Providence, but you come down here very often, if for nothing else, just to hang out with Patrick. But what are some things that so first of all, thank you for your support and advertising with 321, and all of the relationships that you've created with us and for us over the last few years. But what are some of your favorite things about the South Coast?
The beaches. I love the beaches. I love the downtown Westerly area. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Narragansett as well. It's got the Rhode Island feel, but it doesn't at the same time, It's just good to get away.
It's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more relaxed, right?
Sure. Yep. Yeah. Working in this industry, being in downtown Providence, it can be a little fast-paced. So to be able to turn it off every now and then and come here is
yeah, absolutely.
Love the Fresh Cup Cafe. Fresh Cup Cafe. Their key lime.
What do you think of what you got today?
Yeah.
Awesome. We do love Fresh Cup Cafe. I do want to say that while you're watching this, if you are headed to the beach, Fresh Cup Cafe is fantastic. If you are watching this, you do see that our sponsor in the corner is Misquamicut Sandwich Company. Go check out Misquamicut Sandwich Company on your way to the beach. You can get breakfast and pick up a sandwich for lunch. They're open 8 to 3 every day. Huge love to Misquamicut Sandwich Company as well. And if you haven't been there, maybe we'll go for lunch. But it's always a pleasure to talk to you and to see you. Anything that you want to say to people before we go?
No, I would just say if anybody has any questions, concerns about what they're doing, and maybe even if they feel confident about what they're doing, just getting a second opinion and a different perspective on things is never a bad thing. And I'm always open to sit down with anybody. Feel free to reach out to me or Ben. I'd love to help.
Yeah, we'll introduce anybody to Chris, obviously, but where can people find you? Social handles, anything like that you want to give to people?
Yeah, Instagram tag is tattoo.advisor. My phone number is 401-230-8090, or my email address is christopher.medeiros@ampf.com. So feel free to reach me out on any of those platforms.
And all of that stuff will be in the description of this episode. Chris, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ben.
Always a pleasure.
You, man.
And we'll see you guys soon.
All right.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, Westerly? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners, Verizon authorized retailer. And right now is the best time to come on in and get a brand new phone. We are offering our hottest new 5G phones, the iPhone 15, the S24 Pixel 8 for free with a trade-in. And the best part is 5G is finally coming down here to Westerly and the surrounding areas. So make sure you're on the best network and get it for free when you're on the right plan. Come see us at 224 Post Road.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you with your money? Hi, I'm Chris Medeiros from Park Row Wealth Advisors, aka the Tattooed Advisor. I help small business owners maximize their cash flow and keep more of their own money, as well as helping families plan for their financial future. Don't waste another day worrying about your money. Give me a call.